Have you ever seen a teacher get arrested? It started with my friend Emma's problem with Mr. Walsh, our chemistry teacher. He'd been making her uncomfortable for weeks, standing too close, making weird comments about her appearance, finding excuses to keep her after class. He's just being friendly, Emma kept saying when I told her it was creepy. He says I have potential. Then, Mr. Walsh started texting her personal phone. Nothing explicitly inappropriate, but definitely crossing boundaries. Messages about private tutoring sessions at his house, how she was mature for her age, how he could help her reach her full potential if she trusted him. Emma finally showed me the texts during lunch. My stomach turned reading them. Emma, this is not normal teacher behavior, I told her. You need to report this. He hasn't actually done anything wrong, she said, defensive. Besides, I need the extra help in chemistry. I convinced her to at least tell her parents. Her mom immediately called the school and demanded a meeting with principal. Emma was relieved when her mom told her it was handled. She assumed Mr. Walsh would be moved to different classes or told to back off, but the next day, Emma came to lunch crying. What happened? I asked. Principal called me to his office this morning, she sobbed. He had Mr. Walsh there too. He said we needed to clear the air about our misunderstanding. My blood ran cold. What did he say? He told me that Mr. Walsh was just trying to be helpful and that I must have misinterpreted his intentions. That's insane, I said. What about the texts? Principal said teachers are allowed to communicate with students about academic matters. He told me I should be grateful to have a teacher who cares so much about my success. Emma's voice broke. Then he made me apologize to Mr. Walsh for causing trouble and shake his hand. I was furious. Emma was traumatized, and our principal had basically told a predatory teacher that his behavior was acceptable. That afternoon, I did something that probably saved other girls from going through the same thing. I took screenshots of Emma's texts with Mr. Walsh and sent them to my older sister, who worked at the district office. I explained what principal had done, how he'd dismissed legitimate concerns, and forced a student to apologize to someone who was clearly inappropriate. My sister was horrified. This is exactly how these situations get covered up, she said. Within 24 hours, investigators from the district were at our school. They interviewed Emma, pulled Mr. Walsh's personnel file, and requested all communications between him and students. What they found was worse than anyone expected. Mr. Walsh had been doing this for years. Multiple female students had complained to principal about inappropriate behavior, texts, comments, requests for private meetings. Every single complaint had been handled the same way. A meeting where the student was made to feel like she'd misunderstood, followed by an apology to the teacher. Principal hadn't just failed to protect students, he'd actively enabled a predator by shutting down complaints and making victims feel like they were the problem. The investigation expanded. They found emails between principal and Mr. Walsh joking about overly sensitive girls and helicopter parents. Messages where they laughed about students who couldn't handle a little attention. The morning everything came to light, we were all in the auditorium for a routine assembly about test schedules. Principal was at the podium talking about academic excellence when 3 police officers walked in. The entire auditorium went silent as they approached the stage. Principal saw them coming, and his face went white. "Mr. Davis," one officer said loud enough for everyone to hear, "you're under arrest for obstruction of justice and failure to report suspected child abuse." They read him his rights right there on stage while 800 students watched. His hands were shaking as they cuffed him. Mr. Walsh had already been arrested at his classroom an hour earlier, but we didn't know that yet.